In this episode, we cover the Rupture, the state of the game, and a dumb Dirky build. Hello, it's Dirky Dirk. I am continuing on my mission to check out this Knight Rider's stuff. So I managed to get myself a Rupture finally. Not very hard to do, but for me it was the tailors that was the biggest headache. Just PvP constantly, tailor, high pressure. You know, is what it is. But I got my Rupture. Let's test this out. Now, first of all, you'll notice that I'm now overweight. This is my usual raid build that doesn't work anymore. So they definitely are heavier. We knew that already. Got here my usual Spitfires. Spitfires are favorites for me, especially for raids. Back in the day, remember back in the day, they were just epic blues. They were unstoppable, did a lot of damage. They were nerfed pretty badly. Really did a hit, but I guess they deserved it. Now I was really excited to replace them with a epic fixed shotgun. And let's test it out a little bit and see how they work. First of all, let's look at the motion over here. So as far as range goes, they don't turn a whole lot. See how the Spitfires almost go a full 180, almost. The Rupture does substantially less in this configuration. Now what happens if we stand up on end, you might say? They're pretty compact, but now as we will see, they barely go left and right, barely. And they go up a lot, which is not that helpful, except that there's Rafflecopters or Reapercopters, if you want to call them. But that is literally like a goblin, very, very fixed. I don't really think I want to do that. Okay, so I'll keep it in this configuration so I can turn a bit. Still not as much as a Spitfire, but it does turn somewhat. Now let's take a look here. We figure this is an epic shotgun. It should do some decent damage. So let's take a look here. Here comes Spitfire at 32 damage. Here comes Rupture at 33 damage. Alright, that's a bit disappointing. It's also kind of disappointing that I can barely even shoot forwards in these things. Look at that, can't even shoot. However, I noticed that if I hold down my shots, I actually do more damage than that. There's 58, I mean all kinds of numbers. It's kind of weird, right? 66, 67. So that's substantial. I don't quite know how that works. I mean, I'm just getting random numbers all over the place. Look at that, 64. Yeah, these numbers mean nothing. How the hell do you even test that? As you can see here, the Spitfires have 3.5 bars of damage, whatever that means. The Rupture has 4 bars of damage. Is that supposed to mean anything? I don't think so. And the Thunderbolts do 5 bars, whatever that means again. So Thunderbolts definitely do a lot more damage. So why get an epic Spitfire? Let's look at durability. It's 139 for Thunderbolts and 200 for Ruptures. So it is kind of a difference. And the perk is, as I'm shooting, I get 15% resistance to damage all types. So that's what, 230 points as long as I'm shooting? So you're getting a Spitfire that is more durable. That doesn't really feel like it's worth it to upgrade from a rare to an epic personally at all. Now I was excited because I was not impressed when I had Thunderbolts. They didn't seem to do a whole lot for me. Especially because that first charged hit, I'm usually too far away or I use it just to kind of jab. So it's usually a wasted shot. These things are not really worth it, I'm sorry. I'm probably going to craft another one just to complete this raid build. Otherwise, I'd say I'm kind of disappointed. Now, speaking of disappointed, I have to mention right now that the level of unhappiness is 10 feet under. The forums are going crazy with people just so amazingly unhappy with this event, with YouTubers just really kind of giving up. I mean, major YouTubers right now, it's no secret, they've really had it with this game. And that does make me feel really sad. Especially because I am not giving up on this game. Yes, I'm kind of disappointed about the Rupture. The Emily I'm not crazy about, but it's a new weapon, it's kind of fun. I am looking forward to possibly crafting 2 more and just trying it out. And I think therein lies the reason why I'm still in with this game where a lot of people are not. Now, I played this game for ages and ages and ages, and this game does have kind of a ceiling, kind of a learning curve, especially when it comes to building. Because it takes a lot to just start from scratch and kind of know what you're doing and then know what kind of armor pieces are available for fitting the exact holes that you need to fill. I'm kind of proud that I kind of have some kind of knowledge about how to do things like that. So if you're kind of like me and you just see this game for what it is, as just a game where you kind of just will build a vehicle from complete scratch, wheels, buzzsaws, and then things like skinners and boosters that can do things that they weren't really even intended on doing, then this game is unrivaled. There's nothing else out there that does this kind of thing. I love the Mad Max feel. If you want, you can skip the Mad Max thing and you can go full on tank mode. So there is a range of styles, and I kind of love the decrepit look. It just really looks good to me. I love the building aspects, and I love just the fact that there's so many different weapons that you can just play with or master or try to master. And we're starting with just rares. There's just a big variety over here you can play with, and I'm fine with sticking with rares and trying all of them out. And then once you figure out a good rare that you like, you can try to move up for some kind of epic on the same class, and it kind of works. It just totally works. Eventually you might get some legendaries, but it's not amazingly important. And then when it comes down to relics, which I will never get, I'm kind of bored with them. I never even had a relic, never will, but you see it over and over again, and that's about it. So I think the reason why I'm really still in this game where people are giving up is I think for myself, I found a way to keep the game fun. Part of that is just to play this game as it was intended, just liking the genre, just liking the building part of it, and not sticking to any kind of weapon mastery, but just playing around with everything this game has to offer. I can see how if your type of gameplay is to be in clan wars and play extremely seriously and competitively, and be really disappointed when you're losing, when you're not getting uranium for some reason, when you're seeing the same unbeatable clans over and over and over again, and you're just trying to get your relics so badly. That's all you want to do is get your relics, or at least get some legendaries, and you're probably going to stick with things that work. You're probably going to stick with typhoons or tsunamis if you can't do that. You'll have a tsunami spider that's looks like crap and it's got spaced armor, and you do that because it works. Is it fun? No. In my opinion, that's the exact opposite of fun. So if you're playing it this way, you're stuck with that. You're not exploring the full range of this game, and you're very pissed off when you lose. Meanwhile, what I'm doing is I'm trying to build from scratch, and I'm going here and I'm trying out new weapons and going in PvP and just trying things out and just having fun with it and enjoying the randomness that comes with the teams, not being too stressed. I don't see a whole lot of super salty guys in PvP. Maybe with the Taylor grind, it's a little bit more serious. But you know what I mean. I just want to say that if you really are feeling that harshly about this game, I'm sorry. I understand where you're coming from. I'm also sorry that these YouTuber guys are kind of going away, and it is what it is. And I just want you to know that I am here, I'm still in it, I'm still enjoying this game, and I'm trying to be positive. So if you still want to come to Crossout, whether you play it or not, and you still want to just see what's fun about this game, then I'm your man. You are come to the right place. I'll be here for a long time to come. Now, the rest of Night Riders, again, I will say, I am fine with Night Riders just having a continuation of what happened last time. In my opinion, last time was too much. I mean, come on, 3 new cabs, 2 new legendaries, so I'm actually very happy there wasn't a whole lot of new things this time. The rifts were new, that was awesome, experimenting with rifts and contacts. It's a limited event, so now we can go back and recraft the things that we've sold already for profit. We can craft them again. They will be profitable until next year when they go back into the factions, which is kind of sad. But otherwise, I'm fine with this. I'm fine that they have this Emily, which is a new weapon I want to play with, even though it's not great. It can be kind of fun. The Rupture, I'm disappointed. Am I so disappointed I'm going to whine? Not really. I'm going to move on. That's really all I wanted to say about that. Have fun, everybody. I'll catch you in the wasteland. See you next time.
Don't drop that Dirky Dirk, hey, don't drop that Dirky